everybody and welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's Kai from the Kai&Co system, and today's video is going to be part 3 of types of alters. I know I said this series was done, but we've gotten a few more requests to continue it, and there were a couple types of alters that I missed in part 2, so I'm going to continue it here. The first 2 parts to this series can be found on the types of alters playlist on our channel, or you can scroll through the videos until you find them if you want to do that. So in this one, part 3 of types of alters, we're going to be talking about internal helpers, work alters, and nocturnal alters. So internal helpers are alters who, generally speaking, don't front or front very little. They primarily do work in the inner world or the headspace. They can be any type of alter, but usually are protectors of some sort. They can help alters who are fronting or help alters who are in the headspace. An example of an internal helper in our system is Mary, who you might have met in the last video. She rarely fronts. I think she's only fronted a few times total. She's usually in the inner world and she helps take care of the littles. We also used to have an alter named Joey, and he was an emotional protector. He's since fused with Sebastian, but he was also an internal helper. He never really fronted, just was close to either myself or Maeve when we were fronting and in distress, and he would be co-conscious and help calm us down and soothe us. Next, we have work alters. Arguably, this could be considered to be a type of protector, but as the name suggests, work alters are an alter who help out at work in some way. This could be by fronting completely and their sole purpose is to help out with the body or the system's job or workplace, or by co-fronting or being co-conscious while another alter is fronting at work. So for this type of alter, work or jobs would probably be a trigger for this alter, whether positive or negative. It's likely that even if this alter doesn't front during actual day-to-day work, that they would front during high-stress situations, which is also why they would most likely be a protector of some sort. Now we actually have a work alter. Her name is Mint, and she is a recent split. So I'm the host of our system, and I am the one that's always done our job, done our work. But recently work has been super chaotic, super stressful, and a couple weeks ago I wasn't doing a very good job of handling it, had a kind of mental breakdown of sorts, and I split off. And that split was Mint, and she was created to help me deal with work stress. She told me that she's not going to front for work unless it's absolutely necessary, but that she would be co-conscious and help me out with work and help me out with staying calm and staying focused and handling the stress. And so far that's been very helpful. And every system is different, so not every system is going to have internal helpers or work alters or nocturnal alters, which is the next one. Nocturnal alters are alters who front at night. Either they only front at night or they front at night the most. Usually nocturnal alters are trauma holders or protectors, but sometimes they could be persecutors too. I'll admit I didn't actually know that this was a type of alter until recently when I discovered that we have a nocturnal alter. Her name is Violet, and she is a trauma holder and a protector. And I wasn't sure if that was normal, so I asked a couple DID Facebook groups that we're in, and actually it's way more common than you would think. There are a lot of systems who have nocturnal alters. They are usually formed during trauma that happens at night, which is why Violet is in our system. In most cases that we found, nocturnal alters seem to be kind of like sentinels. They stay awake to make sure nothing bad happens again. So in that way that makes them protectors. They're protecting the body, making sure nothing else happens to the system, but they're also trauma holders because oftentimes they do hold the trauma of whatever happened at night. It's kind of crazy to think that I didn't know about Violet for this long because she's been around for a very, very long time, but she was very evasive. I found out that she was in our system because I noticed a trend of feeling way more tired than usual. We have fibromyalgia, so we kind of have a chronic fatigue, but there were a lot of nights where it was worse than usual, and I was like, that's weird. It feels like I only got 2 hours of sleep, but I got 5 or 6. And that was because Violet was fronting, and therefore the body was awake. And I also noticed that there were things being moved around, and I knew that it wasn't me, and that it wasn't anyone else in our system because we keep track of who fronts. For example, in our bathroom we have a toothbrush holder, and every night after we brush our teeth we put our toothbrush in the toothbrush holder, and we're so used to doing that that even if I was dissociated I would just put it there because it's habit. Well, I did that one night, and then I woke up in the morning and went to brush my teeth, and our toothbrush was across the bathroom in a hairbrush holder? And I thought it was our cousin playing a prank on us, so we asked, and she said it was not her. And I trust that it wasn't her, and it happened 2 times. And I was like, that's so weird. I wonder if someone's fronting in the middle of the night and moving things around or doing things. But none of the alters that I knew about would admit to doing it, so I wasn't sure what was going on. I thought maybe I had para-insomnia, and we talked to our therapist about it, and he thought that it was either para-insomnia or a nocturnal alter. And I asked our primary protector in our system, Alfie, and he was like, I don't know about any nocturnal alter. And we were like, okay. So I wrote a note to her, put it on our mirror. We have a big mirror near the door, and hoped that she would maybe write her name on her whiteboard and let us know who she is. I figured that because she's been hiding for so long, she might not be super thrilled to reveal herself, but she did, and she wrote her name. She did reveal herself, and all we know is her name. We don't really know a whole lot about her besides the fact that she's a trauma holder and a protector. So that is all for today's video. I hope you learned a little bit about the ID and alters, specifically internal helpers, nocturnal alters, and work alters. If there are any other types of alters you'd like to learn about, or more questions that you have about them, maybe something that we missed, please feel free to comment them below and we can make a part 4. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe and turn the notification button on so you know when we upload in the future. Love you guys. Bye.